Hi, dear students, welcome to Brilliant Kuwait. Today we are going to discuss some JEE exam problems in physics, the chapter Kinematics. As you know, our JEE exam is coming on January, so prepare for well. I am discussing here some problems that is asked in 2024-25. So if you do this, it is very helpful to you. So for regarding physics, please don't by heart the equations. You please understand the concept and do. So I am going to the problem. So the first problem is a car moving with a speed of 50 km per hour can be stopped by brakes after at least 6 meters. If the car is moving at a speed of 100 km per hour, the minimum stopping distance is the question. So in the problem, you can see it is given that a 50 km per hour is given speed, then it is 100 km per hour it is given, and the distance is given as 6 meter. So to find out the stopping distance, if you know the equation of stopping distance, S is equal to U square by 2A, where U is the initial velocity, S displacement, A is the acceleration. So from this equation you can see that the displacement is proportional to V square or U square, square of the velocity. Okay, so you can see in the question the speed 50 is changed to 100. So the speed is doubled. So what happens is, if the speed is doubled, so equals 2U square or 2V square becomes what? 2V into whole square is equal to 4V square. So what happens is 4 times the stopping distance. So you can see here initial speed is given as 6 meter. So it becomes 4 times. So what happens is 4 into 6. So we get 25 meter. So the answer is finally 25 meter. So the correct option is C. So in the next question, a ball whose kinetic energy is E is projected at an angle of 45 degree to the horizontal. The kinetic energy of the ball at the highest point of its flight will be. In the question it is given that kinetic energy is E and the angle of projection is 45 degree to the horizontal. Then we have to find out the kinetic energy at the highest point. So we know that at highest point only horizontal velocity remains. At the initial point, horizontal velocity and vertical velocity is there. That is U cos theta and U sin theta is there. But at the highest point, only horizontal velocity, that is U cos theta, exists. So first we have to find out the initial kinetic energy, which is equal to half mv square, where m is the mass and v is the velocity. So we get equal to half mv square, initial kinetic energy. So the equation of the horizontal speed, you know, U cos theta or V cos theta. So here theta is 45 degrees given. So V cos theta equal to V into cos 45 is equal to 1 by root 2. So V by root 2 is the horizontal speed V cos theta. It's equal to V cos 45 equal to V by root 2. Then we are finding out the highest point kinetic energy is equal to half mv square. V is the V cos 45, that is V by root 2. By substituting here you get half mv square by 2. So in this equation you can see half mv square is nothing but E. So the answer is E by 2. So in the option you can see the correct option is C, E by 2. Now we are going to next question. The particle starts from the origin at t equal to 0 with an initial velocity of 3I meter per second and moves in the xy plane with a constant acceleration 6I plus 4j meter per second square. The x-coordinate of the particle at instant when the y-coordinate is 32 is d, the value of d. So in this question you can see that C, initial velocity is given, then acceleration is given, and it is the y-coordinate is also given. We have to find out that d, that is the x-coordinate. So for this question what we are doing is, see, we are converting it into x motion and y motion. It is an xy plane motion, so y motion. So y motion you can see Vy equal to 0 because no, only x is given there. So Ay equal to 4, you can see here for Ay equal to 4. So y motion, we are taking the equation s equal to ut plus half at square. By applying the equation, we get y equal to uyt plus half ayt square. Uy is 0 here and ay is 4 here. By substituting here, we get 32 equal to 0 plus half into 4 into t square. From this, we have to find out what t square. 32 is equal to 2t square is equal to 16. So t equal to square root of 16, which is equal to 4. So we find out the magnitude of the time we find out. Now we have to find out the question. You can see the question really is x coordinate. We have to find out the x coordinate. So we are giving the equation, that is s equal to ut plus half at square in terms of x motion. So x equal to uxt plus half axt square. So here ux you can see is 3, here 3, that is ux, and ax equal to 6, you can see ax equal to 6, and here ut it is given, we got from the previous calculation. So now substituting in the equation, x equal to you can do uxt plus half is axt square. 12 plus 48 is equal to 60 is the answer. So you can see the correct option is C. Now we are going to next question. A ball is projected with a kinetic energy E at an angle of 60 degree to the horizontal. The kinetic energy of this ball at the highest point of its flight will become is the question. So in the question you can see it is given that angle is 60 degree. The ball project with the initial kinetic energy it is E, and the kinetic energy of the ball at the highest point we have to find out. For this, we know that at the highest point, what happens is only horizontal velocity is there. The vertical velocity is 0. So initially ux and uy is there, u sin theta, u cos theta is there. But at the highest point, only u cos theta exists. So initial kinetic energy, we know the equation of mv square or of mu square. We are taking here v as initial velocity of mv square. So where m is the mass and v is the velocity. Then horizontal velocity is equal to u cos theta or v cos theta. If you are taking here, we are getting v cos theta. So theta here it is given in the equation is 60 degree. And cos 60 is equal to, you know, that 1 by 2. So v cos 60 is equal to v into 1 by 2, which is equal to v by 2. So we got that. So now we have to find out the final kinetic energy, that is kinetic energy at the top, which is equal to, the equation is half mv square. We are substituting this v cos 60 v by 2 is here. So we get half m into v by 2 square is equal to half mv square by 4. So in this you can see this is what is half m into v square, it is e. By substituting e there we get e by 4. So the correct option is C, that is E by 4. So students, we discussed almost 4 questions. I think you understand it well. So we are going to next question. The question is, an object is projected in the air with initial velocity u at an angle. The projectile motion is such that the horizontal range is r is maximum. Another object is projected in air with a horizontal range half of the range of the first object. The initial velocity of the angle projection at which the second object is projected will be dash degrees. So here they are asking the angle of projection. So what is given is horizontal range. In the first case, horizontal range r is maximum. Then they are saying the second case, horizontal range is half of the range of the first object. See, the maximum range, you know the equation of maximum range is R max equal to U square by G is the equation of maximum range. So here given maximum horizontal range is maximum and it is U square by G R max. So in the second case, you can see in the question the horizontal range half of the range of the first object. So it is R max by 2, R max by 2. So it is equal to U square by 2G. Now you can see we have to find out the second case the angle. So we have equate the equation of the horizontal range, that is u square by g into sine 2 theta is the equation with r max by 2. What is r max by 2 is u square by 2g. So u square by g into sine 2 theta equal to half into u square by g. So from this you can we can cancel u square by g, u square by g. So we get sine 2 theta equal to 1 by 2. So we get 2 theta equal to 30 degree. So theta equal to 15 degree. So we get the final answer is theta equal to 15 degree. So you get the answer. Correct option is A. 15 degree is the answer. So the next question. The coordinates of a moving particle at any time t are given by x equal to alpha t cube, y equal to beta t cube. The speed of the particle at time t is given by. So in the question you can see that x is given alpha t cube, y is given beta t cube. We have to find out the speed. So from x we know that x equal to alpha t cube, y equal to beta t cube. When we get velocity means x component dx by dt, y component is dy by dt. So dx by dt we are differentiating this x with respect to t, so which is equal to 3 alpha into t square, differentiating with respect to t, the y, we get 3 beta t square. So this is the velocity components vx and vy. From this we have to find out the speed. The magnitude of the speed is equal to square root of vx square plus vy square. So we are substituting this 3 alpha t square here and 3 beta t square here. So from this you can see the common 3 alpha, you can see 3 and t square here, also 3 and t square are common. We are taking outside. So we get is 3t square outside. So alpha square plus square root of alpha square plus beta square. So you can see the correct option is B, that is 3t square into alpha square plus beta square. The next question, that is, if A cross B equal to B cross, the vectors, if vector A cross B is equal to vector B cross A, then the angle between A and B is the question. So we know that A cross B equal to B cross A is given. We know that A cross B and B cross A are never equal because both are in opposite direction. A cross B equal to AB sin theta, we know AB sin theta into n cap. So both are in opposite direction. So we can write that by definition we know that A cross B equal to minus B cross A. So but in the question it is given that A cross B equal to B cross A, which implies that the cross product is 0. That is AB sin theta equal to 0. That is sin theta is equal to 0. Sin theta equal to 0 means theta implies 0, pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, etc. So in the question you can see pi by 2 is not, pi by 3 not. So the answer is pi is the answer. So correct option is C. Next question. A juggler throws balls into air. He throws one whenever the previous one is at the highest point. If he throws n balls each second, the height to which each ball will rise is. So in this question, you understand that he throws one whenever the previous one is highest point, and he throws n balls each second. So see, throws n balls in each second means time between throw is 1 by n, because n balls throwing per second. So the time between throw is 1 by n seconds. So at highest point, to equation for time taken to reach highest point is u by g. So you get u. The u is equal to time into g. That is, time is 1 by n. This 1 by n into g, that is g by n. So u equal to g by n. Now we have to find out in the question the height to which each ball will rise is the height. So height h is equal to, we know, u square by 2g is the equation. So u, we are substituting this g by n here. So g by n square divided by 2. So g square by n square by 2g. So we get g by 2n square. So in the, you can see in the option D is correct. G by 2n square. Option D is correct. So next question. An automobile traveling with a speed of 60 km per hour can brake to stop within a distance of 20 meters. If the car is going twice as fast, that is 120 km per hour, the stopping distance will be. See in the question, speed is given 60 initially, then it is changed to 120 it is given. Then the stopping distance is 20 meter first. Then we have to find out the new one. So we know the stopping distance S is equal to u square by 2a, where u is the initial speed and a is the acceleration, s is the displacement. So we know that s is proportional to u square or v square. So here the stopping distance is proportional to v square or u square, which we are taking the speed. So in the question you can see the speed 60 is changing into 120, means the speed is doubling. So the speed 60 to 120 means it is doubling. So what happens is 2u the whole square, which is equal to 4u square. So it becomes 4 times. So stopping distance becomes 4 into initial value. So is equal to the initial stopping distance is 20. So 4 into initial distance, that is 4 into 20, which is equal to 80 meter. That is the answer, 80 meter. So you can in the option D is the correct option, that is 80 meter. Next question. The relation between time t and distance x t is equal to ax square plus bx, where a and b are constant. The acceleration is, see here t is given as ax square plus bx. So what we are doing is we have to find out the acceleration. We have to find out. So for first we have to find out the velocity, then acceleration. We have velocity equal to dx by dt, acceleration equal to dv by dt. So differentiate v, that is dx by dt, we have to find out. See, first what we are doing is differentiate with this respect to t, that is dt by dt we are doing. So dt by dt equal to 1, dt by dt equal to 1, then differentiating this with dt, that is 2a into x, 2a into x. Then if it is different with t, it is dx by dt. Here also b into dx by dt. So dx by dt is equal to v, you know. So what we are doing is we are taking dx by dt as v here. So 1 equal to 2ax plus b. So we get v equal to 2ax plus b. So now to get acceleration, we know acceleration equal to dv by dt. Again differentiate, you know the chain rule, that is dv by dt equal to dv by dx into v is dx by dt. So we get we know that v is equal to 1 by 2x plus b, that is 2x plus b all raised to minus 1. So dv by dx is equal to nx raised to n minus 1 minus 1 2x plus b all raised to minus 2 into 2a, so minus 2a into 2x plus. See, this is nothing but v. So substituting there, we get minus 2a into v cube. So we get the correct answer is option D, minus 2a into v cube. Thank you. If you need more tips and shortcuts, etc., you can follow our Instagram and you subscribe our YouTube channel. And if you need our offline classes, more discussions, more question solution, please come and join Brilliant Kuwait.